Hello everyone and welcome to Lost in the Episode. If you are a follower of my channel, I'm sure you know by now that I am a huge fan of true crime documentaries. So when Netflix announced that they would be coming out with another one following the Son of Sam case, you better bet your dollar that I was on board. Does the Sons of Sam, A Descent into Darkness, live up to the greats in this crowded true crime space? Let's find out. Sons of Sam, A Descent into Darkness is streaming now on Netflix. The documentary series is directed by Joshua Zayman and narrated by Paul Giamatti. It follows journalist Maury Terry, whose interest in the Son of Sam case turned into a lifelong obsession as he became convinced that the murders were linked to a satanic cult. So, Netflix has built up a huge repertoire of true crime documentaries, many of them being of great quality. Just this year we had the nail-biting Night Stalker docu-series that really threw us into the 1980s time period and brought the horrific events to life in a really captivating way. We also have been given such incredible gems of lesser-known crimes, such as Don't Fuck with Cats, Hunting an Internet Killer, Evil Genius, the true story of America's most diabolical bank heist, and just last month's This Is a Robbery, the world's greatest art heist. All series you should check out if you are interested in true crime. I do find, however, that true crime documentaries that follow very well-known cases tend to fall under the same traps of regurgitating information we already know, sensationalizing facts, and just end up falling flat. The Night Stalker docu-series aside. Luckily, The Sons of Sam mostly does not fall into any of those traps and ends up being one of the most riveting true crime documentaries I have seen in ages, even surpassing that of The Night Stalker. What makes this such a captivating 4-episode run is that we have a character to tie all of these events together, other than the Son of Sam himself, David Berkowitz. We follow investigative journalist Maury Terry as he falls down the rabbit hole of obsession about this case. Although Terry is now deceased, we have Paul Giamatti brilliantly narrating his words, guiding us through this lifetime of investigative work. Terry starts out as a journalist for IBM, but had been completely captured by the Son of Sam case as it was unfolding. When Berkowitz was finally arrested, Terry believed that the authorities had gotten it wrong, that this man had not acted alone, and that the clues were right there in plain sight. He dropped his job at IBM and completely lost himself in figuring out who else was involved with these Son of Sam murders, leading him to some very dark and depraved places, including tying these murders to those of Charles Manson, an illegal snuff film and child pornography ring, and a satanic cult. We all know Berkowitz was involved in the murders, and that is a fact. And we also know how the Son of Sam murders all played out, or at least if you are a true crime fan like me, so the series plays it smart by spending just enough time on the murders themselves to recap for anyone who's in the dark, and then immediately plunges us into Terry's investigative work. I do believe that anyone who has read Terry's book, The Ultimate Evil, will know a lot of this information, but the documentary has so much archival footage from back in the day, talking heads who were all involved in the case, and audio recordings, that his words from the book are really brought to life here, and I do believe that the documentary is still worth watching if you've read it. I also think that The Sons of Sam is one of the true greats of the genre because it goes a step further than just sharing with us the unfurling of the investigation. It also delves us into the mind of this man, Maury Terry, who I would assume the general public doesn't know anything about. Through these 4 episodes, we are able to clearly see why this man was led to his obsession of the case and why it took over his life. His inability to let go of his search for truth was ultimately his downfall. This series is also probably one of the most disturbing and frightening of the true crime documentary series. I found myself having a very hard time falling asleep after watching this. The deeply unsettling and disturbing places that this investigation takes Terry really allows for an extremely easy binge because of how captivating it all is. It also is a thoughtful meditation on human nature, where our minds can take us, and how evil is really hiding in every corner of our society, waiting to be unleashed if it is allowed to. As these 4 episodes came to a close, we're not necessarily given all of the answers that Terry was searching for, as he wasn't even able to find them before his death. But one thing is for sure, Terry was onto something, and I believe it was so much bigger than he ever could have imagined. In Lost in the Episode, there are 4 tiers that I rate these shows in. Must watch, watch if you like the genre it exists in, watch if you have nothing else to watch, and skip it altogether. The Sons of Sam: A Descent into Darkness is plain and simple one of the best docu-series that Netflix has produced so far. So I will be saying you must watch if you like true crime. The only reason I'm not saying it's a must-watch overall is because I know that true crime documentaries are very niche. But if there is an inkling of you that has enjoyed any of Netflix's past entries in this genre, you should stop what you're doing right now and watch this, because I was riveted from beginning to end. Thank you so much for watching Lost in the Episode. We will see you soon.